Welcome to the e-commerce Badassery podcast, the place for scrappy female entrepreneurs who want to learn actionable steps and strategies to grow the traffic, sales, and profit in your e-commerce business. I'm your host, Jessica Totillo-Coster, a 20-year retail veteran who spent 3 years as the only employee of a 7-figure online store. That shit was crazy. I know exactly how it feels to do all the things, and I'm sharing everything I learned the hard way so you don't have to. I may have started this business by accident, but supporting badass bosses like you lights me the fuck up, and I am so stoked to see you grow. Are you ready, babe? Let's roll. Welcome back to the e-commerce Badassery podcast. I'm your host, Jessica Totillo-Coster. On today's episode, I'm pulling content directly from the eCommerce Badassery Holiday Content Bundle to help you create kick-ass content that converts and send emails that get opened. If you already purchased the bundle, I just want to say thank you so much. I loved creating it for you, and I hope you're finding a shit ton of value. And I say keep listening because you might just get a little more insight into how you can use them in your business. And if you haven't purchased it yet, hopefully this little sneak peek will give you some insight into whether or not it's the right product for you. As I go through these, keep in mind that many of these content prompts and subject lines can be interchanged across email and social, and many of them can be used multiple times for different products and collections, getting you way more content. Think of them as a starting point and play around and mix and match them through Q4 and beyond. Sure, some of them are holiday specific, but others can be used throughout the year. So first up, we'll run through some content ideas. And remember that while your ultimate goal is to, of course, sell your product, connecting with and creating relationships with your customers is part of the selling process. So it doesn't always have to be all sales all the time. With that in mind, the first content prompt is focused on connecting and creating engagement. And you can do that by sharing your favorite holiday movie and asking your audience to share theirs in the comments. Not only is this a great way to encourage engagement, but it also triggers nostalgia and gives people the warm and fuzzies, which is exactly what most of us love about the holidays. If you're wondering, my favorite holiday movie is Home Alone, and my husband got me the DVD so I can watch it every single year. And I do. Next up is to go live and talk about everything your customer needs to know about shopping with you. Remind them of shipping cutoff dates, gift wrapping options, lead times, everything. This is the type of information you can't share too much. So, even if it's on your website, even if it's in your emails, having one more place definitely won't hurt you. And it gives your people an easy way to ask you questions so they can prepare, and you can avoid a bunch of confusion and customer service inquiries in your business. If you're not quite ready to go live yet, then pre-record it instead. That way you can do multiple takes, or if you mess up, you can just say that section over again and cut out the mess up afterwards. You can use a tool like Capwing that makes it really simple to do this. And feel free to even script it out and pull the document up on your computer and place it over your face while you're recording. This way, you'll still be looking at the camera and you won't get distracted by your face on the screen. If you want to go live, but you don't feel quite ready yet, listen to episode 78 of the podcast where I share how I got over my own fear of going live on video. Another piece of content you can create is a boomerang of your best-selling product and share 3 reasons why your customers will love it or why it makes a great gift in the caption. Remember to focus on the benefits of your product, not just the features. What is the product going to do for the person who uses it? This is definitely one of those prompts that you can use over and over again in your business, well beyond the holiday season. And it doesn't always have to be a boomerang. It can be a live video, a still photo, a carousel, a reel, any format you want, really. The main point is to share those 3 benefits and try and do something other than just a still photo all the time, right? You kind of want to mix things up to keep people interested. You can also share some alternative uses or hacks for using your product, like how to reuse a candle vessel once it's burned away, or giving them outfit inspiration for your best-selling product, or show them everything you can fit into your handbag. I really love this one because it can overcome some objections people might have about the product that's keeping them from making the purchase. So not only are you creating fresh content, but you're also removing those objections from the customer's mind. And then the last idea for today is to do a joint live video with your vendors. Walk through the best-selling products you offer from that brand. You can definitely do this multiple times with different vendors if it makes sense for your business. So this is great for your customers to learn more about the businesses they're supporting, and it's also great for your relationship with those vendors. If you don't sell other people's products and don't have vendors, think about who else you can do a joint live with. The idea here is to get in front of other people's audiences. So maybe it's an influencer you have a great relationship with, the stores who carry your products, or even an expert in your industry that can speak to why your products specifically are so awesome. Now let's talk subject lines. I pulled a few different ones based on some different topics, and the first being your promotions. When it comes to promotional subject lines, I recommend you test witty or suggestive subject lines versus straight to the point ones. So I'm going to bring you one of each. I'm also including pre-header content for each of them. Pre-headers are the little bit of text that show up under the subject line inside their email reader. It is very valuable real estate and you don't want to leave it blank. This is one more chance to entice them and get them to open that email. So the first one, which is on the cutesy side, is have your pie and eat it too. And then put the promotion in the pre-header of the email. So this works really great for launching your Black Friday weekend promo to your non-VIPs on Thanksgiving night. So subject line, have your pie and eat it too. Pre-header, spell out your promotion in clear English, 30% off site-wide. If you want to get specific, then I'll just put the exact promotion in the subject line, 30% off site-wide, and then put the expiration of the promotion in the pre-header, or you could use something like have your pie and eat it too. So you could always swap those as the test. If you're having any sort of event in your business, whether it's a live video or an in-person event, try the subject line, your presence, spelled presence like gifts, presents, is requested. And then put the name of the event in the pre-header. So the subject line is your presence is requested, and then the pre-header is name of the event, and maybe it's something cutesy or a little bit more clear, totally up to you. Something like, let's say, holiday product reveal, or something cooler than that I can't think of off the top of my head. The type of email you'll probably send the most during the holidays, though, is gift and product curations. And you can also play around with witty versus obvious subject lines with these too. So you can try something like, you'll be rocking around the Christmas tree as the subject line, and in the pre-header say, with these, insert an adjective, gifts. So you'll want to pick an adjective to describe the items you're promoting in the email. So with these sweet, joyful, delicious, delightful, unique gifts, something that makes sense with your brand and products. If you want to be more specific, you can say, give the gift of, and then insert the benefit your product offers. So give the gift of better sleep, of joy, of confidence, ambiance, calm, health. And then the pre-header could be, they deserve it. And then lastly is to feature your gift cards. This is especially relevant after your shipping cutoff date and especially on Christmas Eve. So a fun subject line could be, check your list twice, and the pre-header would be, how about a gift card? As you can see, I've used a mix of straightforward and to the point subject lines along with some pop culture references and some others that are based more on the psychology of buying. The best thing you can do is just test some things out and see what works best for your audience, and hopefully these ideas help to get those wheels turning. Ultimately, I think the best thing you can do is just get out of your own head and get creative. Don't overthink it. Bring it back to your customer and think about what will resonate with them. What pop culture references will they understand? What is the outcome they're looking for from your products? Who are they buying gifts for during the holiday season? Ask yourself those questions. Write down your answers so you have it as a reference, because when we're under pressure, our minds tend to go blank, right? So write it all down. And then use that to guide you as you're sitting down to create your content. And that, my friend, is a wrap, no pun intended, and I'll see you on the flip side. Thank you so much for listening to today's episode. If you like what you heard, I'd be so grateful if you'd leave a review on Apple Podcasts, and don't forget to subscribe so you never miss an episode. And if you're looking to surround yourself with more product entrepreneurs who totally get your life right now, get your booty on over to the eCommerce Badassery Facebook group. Can't wait to see you there. Until next time, e-commerce friends, stay badass.